Hi viewers, welcome back. So now we are in the third session of Microsoft Access. In our previous session, if you haven't watched that, so the link is given in the description. We developed tables in the Microsoft Access, then we developed some queries, and then we also developed a form, a dashboard for with search filters for those queries. For example, in which we discussed that if you have a database like this and you want to add some search boxes here. For example, in this database we have ID, name, gender, all these columns are available. So if you want to search someone by ID or search someone by name or search someone by age or other column, so you can just type that name. For example, if I type here Hassan and click go, so here you will see Hassan Ali Shah has been filtered, but this is in the query. So we discussed in our previous sessions tables, queries development in form. Now we can also develop, for example, in this form. So now in this session, we will discuss some more interesting topics like how to clear form with VBA command, some more options, queries, advanced query, group by, sum, count, analysis via queries, and combining different queries, similarly reports, adding reports, profile to the pictures, etc. First of all, we are going to see that in this query form, the filter criteria code for ID and name. Now, if I want that for gender, so I can do that also for date of birth. For age, I have already done, but for the age, you can only type here. For example, if you type 30 and click go, so it would gives you all those people's details whose age is 30. Now, if you want a criteria like greater than 30 or some ranges, so how that you can do. And we also going to discuss in detail that how to add a code, a button to clear. For example, if I type here this, so now if I want to clear this search by age, so I will have to click here and then delete. So why not we have a button here which could clean all these searches to reset this search form. So for that, you need to go to the design tab. Here you can apply, you can add a button. For example, this is my a button. Now here I have some option record navigations. These are for record navigations that we did in our second session. Record operation, add new record, delete record, duplicate, print, save, undo record. This is also for form operation that we did in the previous session. So here you have all these buttons available, but you can't do this cleaning of these text boxes with these buttons. You will have to use another command for that. I have added a button, but I didn't applied any criteria, the criteria from the wizard. Now you can use a text box also, simply clear form. This is my button, clear form. Click it, double click it. And here you see the name. This is available in the other. Just type clear. Name should be easy to remember. So clear form, or we can say clear form. Now this is my button name. Now click it. Go to the event. This is the event management of this button. On click, when someone click this button, so what it should do. Now here you see these three dots. From here, I will go not to macro builder, expression builder, code builder, visual basic. Go to visual basic. Now here I am going to add some operations. Now let's see the command for clear form command. What are the commands in visual basic to clear a text boxes in the form? It's simple. ME exclamation mark, then the name of the text box, and then is equal to, and then null. Now let's see in our form. Here you see in our form, we have this text box, this one, and this one for the time being. What is the name of this text box? That I told you to keep a name which is short, clear, and easy to remember. So this was, here you can see in the other, ID. Its name was ID. Its name is name, and its name is age. So what I will do, I will type the command. The first one is ID. Just ID is equal to null. Then me, the next text box is name is equal to null. And the third text box is age. So you need these three commands. Simply me exclamation mark text box name then is equal to null, which means clear the record of this cell. Now I just need these three commands, ID, name, age. So what I will do, I will click on this form, go to event, this button that I have created, go to event. From event here you see on click. When someone click this button, so what it should do, these three dots, click them, and here code builder, this is Visual Basic, go. Now here just paste those three commands. Me exclamation mark ID is equal to null, name is equal to null, age is equal to null, end sub. This is the command. Save it, close the Visual Basic. Now come here and let's see the form in the form view. Now for example, if I type an ID here, a name here, and here some age, and I want to clear it, click, it's clear. So this is how to add clear button. Now we have added this clear button. Let's go to the design view and keep this clear button. Now this was for the age. Now let's go to queries. What other options we have? So we can develop for age, for contact number. We can develop for contact number also. If someone wants to search someone by a contact number, so you can simply do it. Just add, go to form design, and from here take a text box, not a label, sorry, text box, drag it here, and here you see the label, and just type here search by contact. And now this text box is very important. Double click, go to other. Here you see text 10, its name is text 10. Name it contact number so that you may remember. Now this clear button will not work on this because we have not added this one. So let's see in the form view. If I type here a specific contact number, so it should give me the details of that specific contact number. But what I will have to do, I will go to the query, and here in the contact, under contact number, I will use the same command, this command, this one, copy, paste it here. Just replace this age with, what was the name of the text box? Contact number. You can see it here in the drop down also when you have named it properly. Now save it, go to form. Here I have typed a contact number, go. It says no one because I have just typed digits only. Now if I clear the form, so it would clear all the cells but not this one. Why? Because it's not been added now. So first you complete your form, then you can add your clear button, or you just come here in design view, click the clear button, double click, go again to that event, and then to that Visual Basic command from here, this one, this place, and here you just copy this code, paste it, and change this age with, what was the text name, text box name, contact number. Save it, close it, view form. Now you see clear form, it's clear. Clear form, it's clear. So This way you can add, and you can add as much as criterias on all the columns that you want. Now we have understood, I think, this thing. And by district also you can do, for district you can do it like this also. Come here, you can just copy this one, paste it, and here just change it, search by district. Okay, search by district. And now double click this text box. Its name is text 12. Give it a name district. Now here in this text box, you can add a drop down because you already have a list of the districts. So go to the data. Click this text box. You have a drop down list already available. Click it, right click, go to change to combo box, because for drop down you do not need a text box, you need a combo box. Click it. So it's a combo box now. Now here double click. When you double click here in this property sheet, go to the data, control source, add that table, row source. What was that table name? Locations districts. We already have that. Okay, here you do not need that bound column or something like that. Okay, so just now let's see in the form view. Here you see you have all these districts list available. Now go to that query, and there in the district column, add this same type of command in the district also, but just change this name, contact number to, what was the name of the text box that we just assigned? District. Here also you can see that. Now save it, close it, go to form. Now for example, if I select upper Dir and click go, so here you will see only those are filtered who are from upper Dir. Now it's giving me lists. For example, if I need some summaries type. So now our next, I want to show you some advanced feature of this query also. Now let's close it, and here we are going to develop another query that was for the lists. Now for summaries, okay? So query design, click in the create tab, query design. Now here I need a query on this main DB teacher. Click it, drag it here. Now I need, for example, a table, such type of table. If I want to create such type of table, here is the district name, and here number of teachers. Let's start from the simple first, number of teachers. Okay, so here would be the district name, here number of teachers. Summary type, analysis. Now how we can do that? We need two columns, okay, district name and number of teachers. So district, I will drag it here, this district column. So here I will have district. Now I need count of teachers, so teacher name in the next column. Now when I run this query, so it would just give me district name and teacher names. It's not grouping it. So I need a command which groups it, not by the district but by the teacher, and count them. So for that, in this query design, when you are here, you have this total option. Click it. When you here you see now field, table, sort, show, criteria that we have already discussed in session 1 and 2. Now if I click this, so you will see another layer here, totals, group by. So by district I want it to be grouped by. What are the other option here? Group by, sum, average, minimum. So here I need group by. By this district column, I need the number of teachers to be grouped. But by teacher name, I do not want group by. I want count, because this is a column with text. So I need a count. Run. Here now you see there are two teachers whose district name is missing. So against the blank one, it's showing me 2. Against the B1, it's showing me 0. There is Ismail Khan 497, Haripur 0, correct this, Pakistan this, Punjab this, Apardir this. Now we have some data entry issues there in our database where Pakistan has been selected in the district and B and A, so we can remove them there. But this is the summary. You see, count of teacher. The header of this column is count of teacher name. If you just want it to be not like this, so you can change it. You can change it like go to the design view. Now here you have a teacher name, okay, and it's adding count of teacher name. Now if you want that I need just a simple name, number of teachers, just type it before this column heads and then add colon, and that's it, run. Now you see the header of the column is number of teacher. I have used spaces, but this is only for display. Otherwise, its name is that one teacher name, and it's from the main DB teachers, and it's counting. Run. So here you see number of teachers. Now, if you want a table like this, number of teacher, male teacher, female teacher, number of teacher total. Here you just want male teacher, and here you want female teacher. This is the first question because there are this type of. So now this is a little bit going to be complex in Access. That's why in the start I told you that you will need Excel for such type of analysis. But you Access is good for creating those forms and reports and all that. But if you want table like this, so you don't need an Access table like this. You can just use this query, copy, paste in Excel and just create a pivot table, or just create a count if and sum if. But if you want it here also, so then this is the first query. Let me first save it. This query is number of teachers, all. This is only for all. Now in this query you can't add gender. If you add a gender column also, for example, if I add gender column and I say group by, so what it would do? Run. It would show you like this. It's not going to show you like male teacher, female teacher, and then total. So for that you have to do, for example, this one is for the overall number of teacher. Now we need another one. Now this is number of teacher all. Copy it. Control C copy and Control V paste. And here you name it number of teacher male and then okay. Now go to this query, this mail that you created, just design view. And now here, add that gender column here and this option to show or not to show. I don't want it to be shown, so unmark it. And in the group by, type where. In this group by, select where, and here just add the criteria male. Now when you run, so here you will see only male teacher number, and use this column for name it male teacher. Here, save it. Now close this one. Now copy this one, this male teacher, Control C, then Control V, paste it, and here you name it number of teacher female. Okay, now you will see. Now go to the design view of this query, and here just replace this male with female. So now what I would do, now run. So here you see only, now change this column name also. It should be now female teacher and run. Now what you have to do, you have to create another query here. Created all teacher, male teacher, female teacher. Now go to this query design, and here bring all these column, these queries, this one and this one. Now you have a district column in all of them. So what you have to do to develop a relationships, just click it and drag it here. So you see a relationship now. Click it and drag it here also. You see a relationship. A relationship of this all table with male and female. And now from this, double click this district. So take the district from this one. Now male teacher from this one, female teacher from this one, and number of all teacher from this one. And now just run it. So you will see name of district, male teacher, female teacher, number of teacher total. So these are those, this is that combined query now where you can make relationships of different items with different things. So we will be doing some more advanced also, but this was the basic one. So here you can see you have the male teacher. So now save this query with teachers number of teacher main query, main and Q. You can name as you want. Okay. So now this one is Q main teachers. This one, number of teachers main query. You can do now here with these districts, you can apply this filter to these queries also. Now, if you want to apply filters of this form to these queries, so you will have to do the same thing. For example, you can do that only in this main also. Go to the design view, and here in this district column, you will have to add that command, the command that we used in our previous query. What was that command? Go to the design view of this command. Copy it, come here, and just paste it here. And here you need this by the district column, the district text box. Now you will see. When I type here upper dir and I want to open this number of teachers query. So I don't have a button for this now, so I will click it from here. When I click it, so only upper dir is shown here because I have selected upper dir. If I select, for example, A and double click it, sorry, first close that, double click it. So here you see nothing because there is no data available on district A, clear form. Oh, sorry, we haven't add this district in the clear form button. So how? Click this clear form button, go to event, click those three and come here. And now just copy this code, paste it and say here district is equal to null. Now close it. Here when you have this district name clear form, so it's clear. Whichever district you have select clear form, so it's clear. So you can combine such queries and that, but the benefit is in Access is also that if you do this just one time, so then you would whenever there are entries in the main DB, so all these tables and queries will be automatically updated. So you can use that. Now this was on the query, and we will be going doing some more advanced options in these queries also. But this was just the introduction. Now let's go to the report also to see the report options, because form also we did a lot. Now I had this Q main teachers DB, and I have this form where I can search, apply filters and open that query. Now if I want that these were for queries only. Now I need some buttons for the form also, for the report also, but let's first develop the report. I want to develop a report on this Q main DB teachers. Click this query, okay? Create, go to report, click. Here you see you have a report, but that is in the tabular form like this, similar in tabular form. You want it not like this. You want it to be beautifully designed and only 1% details available. If you want it to be in the table format, so you can do that also. But if you want this report to be in the table format and only specific columns, you do not want all these columns, so you can remove all these columns. Just go to the design view of this report now. This is our report. Here this date and time options are already available. These are auto, and whichever date you are generating the report, so it would apply that date and time to your report. Here you can use the title, okay, teacher's details, for example, and here you can use logo, etc. Now this is ID, teacher name, gender, DUB. So if you want it like this tabular form, but you do not want all columns to be visible, so you can remove columns. For example, if I do not want ID like this, delete it. Then teacher name is required, gender is required, DOB you do not need, you have already age, so click it like this. When it's a arrow like this, black arrow, delete. Age you want, okay, but for age you are just want it to be resized, so you can resize it from here, so you will have some more space available. For gender also you can adjust this gender column. For teacher name you can increase it, but let's first see. Contact number I need in this report, okay. Province, yes, I would need that, okay. District. So whichever column you do not want, you can remove them like this from here. Home and the report view, so you will see your columns are adjusted now. Age, contact number, province, district, school, staff assigned. But here you can see, not in this view, when you go to the layout view. So in the layout view, you see these lines, these dots line, it shows you the page, the end of the page. It says that on one page you can see only information up to school. After that, it would create another page on the right side. So you can reduce columns, or you can adjust these columns, and if you want to keep it, or you can apply the landscape format also. How? Here you are in this report layout design, come to this page setup. Here you can select landscape. When you select landscape, so now those dots are here, that you can now do it up to the date of registration. But if you do not want this stop assigned column, so you can delete it from here also. Just need to select both. Okay. Date of registration, you do not want in the report this much detail, so you can delete. Status. So you say that only the status. Now you have only a slightly it's out of the page setup, so you can reduce it. Now you want a button here, for example, for the district or for anyone. So you already have generated this report. The report that I just generated was generated on this query, and here in this query, whichever columns you have added that filter or that filtered command, that report will also be bound to that, because that is developed on this query. So you can just come here, add a button now, just a new button here. Now you just need another button. Go to form design. Here a button. Now record navigation, no. I need report operation now. Report operation, open report. Open report, next. This is the only report that I generated, report teacher tabular. So I will select that one. Next. Here I just want to name it open report. Next. Command 1, it's okay. Finish. Now let's see. Go to form. Now, if I type here a name, let me type Hussein, and now click this place, click it right here, so that all the cells are selected, and then on the corner of any cell click right, and here in the layout select remove layout. So all this is ungrouped now, it's free now, you see. Or you can do it like this also. Just select this whole table, right click on any corner of the cell, and just come here to that layout design and say stacked. This is tabular, now you want stacked. Click it. So now you will see everything is in the details. This is the caption, this is the ID, and you can adjust it now. Now if you want that, I have a lot of space on this page, so I want ID here and then teacher name here, and then gender here and DUV here. So you can do that also. You can adjust it. And now you see you have this report is how to resize it to remove this blank space. Just go to the layout view and you can see this blank space. You can reduce that also, and that you can do from this scroll bar. Come here and here you can just drag it inside. Now you will see you have this to keep it only here. Now you can see you don't have that blank space on this side, and if you need this page number, so adjust it and keep it up to this column. Now you have designed that first. Now you have an option here. You can add another button for individual record, and here you just go to report operation, open a report, next, and you select this one, report teacher individual, next, and give it a name, individual reports, next, finish. Now go to the form view. Here if I type a name Hussein and design view, here for example if you have a picture of the person, so for that you need the data type here, this attachment, and that can be a report, a picture. So whenever then you do any entry of a teacher, so you will have to upload that person picture, double click, add, go to picture, and then when you add a picture, for example, let me add a picture of a person. Okay, okay. Now view, and first to that query, and in this query now you need to add that field also, picture file data, picture file name, picture file type. So I just need this picture to be added in the end of the query, so I would not have any issue. Now when I go to that report, and here now when I go to the design view, and in this add existing field, when I click, so here you see first there was nothing like that. Now I have the picture option available, so I will just click that picture, okay, and keep it somewhere wherever you want. For example, if I bring this area here and just keep it like that, make it a bit more, and bring this portion to here. So now you will see in the view form, here you see that picture of this Atal Mohsin. Rest of the teacher I don't have such picture. If you visit my channel, so you will see the sessions on Microsoft Excel, PowerPoint, Windows, online KOBO forms, Microsoft forms, Google forms, and many other sessions. So go there, watch all these tutorials, comment, like, and share with your friends and family members. And this session will continue. I am working on the next session and will upload soon.